All right, so we are recording. So 2 out of 3 change. Oh, wait, this needs to be capitalized, right? No?
I think I think so.
Easy
right?
needs to be capitalized.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think that'll make a difference.
Yeah, but still the wait, why is this still opening?
Maybe it's further down.
I think no, see the red thing went away, so I'm thinking that must have been the problem. Let's try again here.
Isn't that just your last change, right? Or is it?
Let me see. How did I do this? Let me see. There shouldn't be any indentation error. Okay, so I don't understand. Maybe do I need to expected an indented block? Oh, see, this is the problem. This right here is the problem. Of course. Yeah, that was the problem. Control save. Now let's run this. Oh, by the way, if you click in Jupyter Notebook and VS Code, if you click on this M icon, it changes it from, like, let's say code into markdown. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but now you know. Import class. That's strange. Why is it? Hold on. Let me see. Okay, so from class test import easy. Maybe I should restart this kernel and see. Why is it throwing that error? Okay, and line 3331 and run code.
Once you have it imported, doesn't it, like, are you able to just change the file and save it, or do you have to unimport it or whatever? I think you have to take the file. I don't think you can just change the file and then once it's imported into that file, I think that it doesn't just save it.
It's not, but it should because this the changes I made here is saved. So let me see. Okay. Why is it giving me a red? So this is the changes that I've made. Okay. Okay. I think because when I closed this, there were some code below it that didn't close. So maybe hold on. Like this, for some reason this was outside. The indentation, maybe that's what the problem was. Let's find out. No, let's see. First, this is from essay.easy import Wrangle. Expected an indented block. Does that mean all of this needs to be indented? Wait, what does this red mean? Breakpoint.
I saw it on mine earlier too, and I don't know if it was an error or like I clicked on the red dot and it disappeared, and it almost seemed like I could put it where I wanted to put it.
Oh gosh.
Like it's just an indicator thing you can place somewhere. I don't know what it does though.
Yeah. Unexpected indent. Okay. This shouldn't matter though. This
Wait, was it always indented like this?
yeah, yeah.
Like the whole thing was indented in one? Or was it like this? How it is now?
No, yeah, this is how it was before. So yeah, I'm just not changing the indentation. Let me see. I don't see any difference between this and what I did here. This is crazy. See, the thing about code is like you always have something to run about. So split data. Let me see. This one's a different function.
Wait, that return. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Oh yeah, if you do Shift Tab, it moves it back instead of moving it forward. So this is its own function, right? We had like 3 functions in here. Okay, why is this not recognized? Oh, why is this? Yeah, this is not recognized as an independent function. Hold on. Now this is its own function. Okay. This is its own function. Do you think it's fixed? I get so excited about stuff. You suck. Let's say, boom! It was an indentation error. Yes! I just feel like, I just feel like a superstar right now. So, all right, so, okay, I want to show you guys how to instantiate a class, but I'll show it again after I upload it online. But from import easy, right? So easy is the name of our class, but we want to instantiate it. So let's just call it I, so equal to easy, parenthesis, nothing. Okay, so easy is a class. So if, let me show you here. If we had given it something else, like let's say df right here, when we come back here, then we have to pass in a data frame to instantiate it. But since we don't have something here at the beginning in the init function, we can just instantiate it with this. And now let's do, so if we want to access display the Rango, let's just access the target features method. To access it, we simply do, so let's do, I don't know, features equal to I dot target features. And then remember, we have to pass in what our training, validation, and test data set is. So is this making sense so far, what we are doing? You know, so easy is the class, and this is instantiating the class. And then we are calling the features. This is one of the method in the class. Okay, and we can run this out. Yeah. So let's see here. Target features returns this. Let me copy this to make my life a little easier. Right. So here we'll just, this is just a way for you to verify your function and your class works before you put it, before you upload it. So, and then we'll pass in, let's just choose, what should we choose as our feature? Let's choose, let's just choose polio as our feature, for example. So here, let's put in, let's see, we'll do our train. Test, val, test, and then target equal to polio. And of course, this train, val, and test is coming from this train, val, and test that we defined earlier. And let's go ahead and run this. Easy object. Train is a list, what? Target is equal to let's go back here. Train val test target.
Shouldn't it be X train? What? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Maybe it's okay. Let me see. Let me just so we do have our training data set here. Okay, so easy object has no attribute. Train self.features equal to self.train.columns.drop self.target. Okay, so this is where the problem is. Let's go back here. I see what the problem is. Yeah, I see what the problem is. Okay. Self.train is equal to train. Oh my gosh. So this is why you need to test your function and classes before you upload it online. It's equal to test. And right here, I already did self.target is equal to target. So this is why I self everything, because it just makes life easier. But I forgot to put this in. Control save, and then I don't think it's saved automatically. I don't think the changes are saved. Oh, I was waiting for it to work, and I was like, why is it not working? All right, so I think everything is started. Name features is not defined. You are 100% right. Features is not really defined. Wait. Features is, I think this is where the problem might be. Okay. Seriously, we have to keep doing this. Why is this not smart enough to just automatically change? Oh, everything works now. I see how it is. I'm just kidding. So let's pull up X train. Okay. And so this is our X train. Well, let's say dot head. And if we do X train dot shape, you see it has 21 columns, and while our original training data set had 22 columns. So it was able to drop the polio. It was able to drop the polio column. And if we do Y train, for example, as you can see, Y train is a series. So it was able, see the name of this train is polio. So it was able to do what we wanted it to do. So now we have verified that our function work, our class work. We didn't test every like we didn't test this and we didn't test this and we didn't test this. And when we take this to production and without testing each of this method, we might run into problems, but you can just come back and fix it. But now I've accomplished the mission of like, creating a function, creating a class, and then importing your function and class into a new Python file while you're still working. So you can test your class and function locally before taking it to production, before uploading it online. So let's go ahead and save all. Everything is saved. Now, the next step, which is the final step in the process, is to, well, not the final step really, is to deploy this as a package online. And then we are going to download our package in Google Colab and kind of try out what we just did and just make sure it works, So let's do that. So here, this is what we do to build our actual package. And before I do that, remember to save everything and put it on GitHub. There's a 99% chance that one day you will crash your entire computer, when you're trying to write code. So it's always good to, put everything on GitHub before you proceed. Git commit message, let's see. Okay, so now let's go ahead and build our stuff. Let's I guess we can go ahead and close all of this because we don't need it. And we can just run this code. I haven't done this in a while, so let's hope this works. Am I in the right? So when you do this, make sure you're in the right directory. So in this directory, we have our setup.py. So yeah, we are in the right directory. And let's see. Ooh, okay, well, that was fast. See, now we have a build, we have a class test.egg distribution. Okay, so it was able to build it successfully. Now let's do twine, upload, repository, URL, and all that stuff. Let's just copy this right here. That's the code we need. Right click on this, and it should ask me for username and password. I don't know my password. Hold on.
Sorry, what was the one we did right before this? Was that the sdist bdist wheel?
Yeah, so right before this, we, hold on, if I can find it. So right before this, we do Python setup.py sdist bdist wheel.
Okay, I was just making sure I didn't miss one.
Yeah, and then we do twine upload next. So let me get my password somewhere here. All right, I think it's online. Let's refresh. Let's go to my project, and there it is. Yes, okay. I got so excited. Okay. Let's go ahead and copy this and let's bring it into production and see. Oh my gosh, Google Colab is so slow. There we go. That's interesting. Could not find a version that's, oh, I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. I can show you guys. So let's do, so when I did set up that pie, I put twine right here. Okay, and then here it says we couldn't find something that fits twine, and it's because I put twine in the packages. But I shouldn't have done that because twine is just for building everything. So I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to change the version to 2 or 1.1, and I'm going to save everything. And then I'm going to, I need to delete this right here. I need to delete this build. So actually this is perfect because I get to show you how to re-upload stuff. So if we go back to this thing right here. So to edit, you remove /dist everything, and also change the version and configuration. So I just changed the version to 1.1. And let's go here and do, let's say ls, and let's say remove /dist ls.
What is that doing again?
You see here.
The dist.
I say the dist is the distribution. Like, so when you run python setup.py sdist everything, it creates that dist folder. So by doing so since I want to, wait, this is still there. Remove dist. The item at let me see, has children and the records parameter was not specified. If you continue, all children will be removed with the item. I guess you why? What? Am I supposed to?
I think so, yeah. It's just asking if you want to make sure, if you're sure that you want to delete all the files. Or
yeah, because
that
I
whole
put
file.
Yeah, because I put the star next to it.
Yeah.
Now you're scaring
Don't
me.
delete everything.
You
No,
want to
yes.
remove all of the children?
If I break my computer, I'll blame you all. Okay, this is gone. Whew. All right, so let's rebuild. Okay, let's rebuild and then re-upload. I'm not going to type this out. I'm not doing it. PowerShell. All right. Here we should have this back. Okay, this is back. Twine upload all this shenanigan. I can never remember my password. I don't even try to remember my password anymore because I don't even know what my password is. I don't set my password. All right, it's ready. Let's refresh this. And see, 1.1, that's the latest version. Let's copy this. Well, we don't need to copy it again. Actually, we can just run this. I think so. Okay. So this is a problem this is a mistake a lot of people make. They'll try to do this import class test. Error. Error message. Class test is the name of the package, okay, but it's not the name of the folder that has the Python, the init file in it. So if we go back here and let's do code. You see the name of the folder is project. So this is what we need to import and not the name of the package. So a lot of people actually try to do this and you run into error message, and some people spend 2 hours trying to figure this out. So in this case, we just do import project. And it was successfully imported. Now, let's see, I don't want to, because we have like 8 minutes, I want to give you guys time to ask questions. So let's go back here to test.file. Let's just go ahead and, you know what, I'll do this manually. I just need this information. And of course, before that, and let's do import pandas, speedy, you know, and then okay, so let's see if our stuff works. So we have imported project. So let's say from project import, actually I don't remember the name of stuff. So let's just do help parenthesis project. All right, so inside project, we have class test and we have function. So let's just import the class test. Okay, so from project import class test. Okay, and then we can instantiate class test. So let's just say test is equal to class test.
Do you have to import the class test specific or separately, even though we already imported project? Like, why would we have to do that twice?
If you had like multiple classes, actually, what am I doing? Class test is the name of the Python file. It's not actually the name of the class itself. So what I was supposed to do is says from project dot class test import easy, which is the name of the class. Remember, this easy is the name of the class.
Okay.
Does this make more sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my bad. So now we've instantiated the class. So now we could let's just do help parentheses easy. Let's just see what's inside it. So inside here, remember we had the split data, we had the target features, and then we had the wrangle. So let's wrangle this data set. We might run into problems with wrangling because I didn't test wrangle. But let's just try it real quick. So let's do it's equal to, what did I name it? Test dot wrangle. What's the name of our data frame? Life? Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't test this, before putting it in production. But let's use one that we tested, just to verify that it works. So did we test split data? I don't think we did. That's I want to do help test.split. But that's not very helpful. So this is train, validation, and test. I think this is the order I had it in. All right, and now let's do train.head or train.shape, and let's do life.shape, and you know. So yeah, the train is a subset of life. So we know our split data method inside our function works. Now let's try the target features. Of course, we tested this before, so it should work, but it should, but you know how coding is. Everything that should work doesn't work. Easy.target features, and actually this needs to be X train, Y train, X var. I think that's how I did it. You don't have to like specify all of this, but like you can just do features equal to something, but this just makes it easy to extract the information inside, because this is what we told it. What am I supposed to pass in here? Oh, the training data set, the validation data set. Okay, so I want the training, the validation, and the test. And then I want my targets to be, we used polio as an example before. So let's just use that again. Why do I need to define self? That's strange. Hold on. Oh, let me see. See, I called test equal to easy here, and then test. Let's call this test. That makes sense. That's why I said it was missing one positional argument, test, because I said test here, and I also call this test. So maybe that's why it was getting confused. Yeah, see already, yeah. See, data frame object has, yeah, I messed up. Let's say restart and run all real quick. Our time's about to run out, but pretty much I'm done. You know, you guys can go ahead and ask questions. I've done.
Thanks a million for this.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
I know,
this is-
like, this would have been really helpful when I took this class too, so.
You're muted.
I don't think I'm like all the way there or anything, but this helps a lot. I understand everything that you're doing. I don't know if I'll be able to replicate it perfectly, but I get what's going on for the most part, I feel like.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so yeah, I think for this build week, you just need to focus on, I don't know why that's giving me an error, but I'll fix this later, but you guys get the idea. We tested this and this worked, so